everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. So this week I had so many questions about some of the Primeval products that I was talking about that I put up a post on Instagram and I said, post all your questions here. So we're going to go through some of them now. So I'm answering these things because a lot of people had a lot of questions. A lot of repeated questions on here too. So the first one is, will these products shut me down? Stop natural test production? Here's the thing. Even steroids shut some people down, but not other people. So it's really hard to tell whether or not it's going to shut you down. Do some of them, like the andro products, have the potential to shut you down? Yes, I feel they do. Products like the Super Laxo, I feel because it's a plant sterol, not that I feel, fact, that it's a plant sterol, it's not hormone-based, it is increases protein synthesis via a different channel. That is something like you wouldn't need PCT with, but I would advise get on this PCT product if you're using any of the andro products, the epi products, anything like that as a just-in-case thing. And because of increased protein synthesis from some of the products, would you still be beneficial to stack BioGrow with them? Yes, because they work from different pathways. BioGrow naturally increases IGF levels in the body. These are andro products, so it's completely different things. So it's just like stacking steroids. You take different steroids to get different effects, and when you bring them together, they bring a synergy, or the whole of the sum becomes more than the parts itself. So yes, it would be beneficial. Does it have any kind of overflow? No, it doesn't, because it's two different pathways. Do you suggest PCT? Yes. Mental side effects. I have had no mental side effects. I've used the LGD and the Ostrain, both, which I feel were good. Those are no longer available. But I also now have been for about 4 weeks on the Super Laxo and the Epi Andro together. And I've had no side effects whatsoever from them as far as mental side effects, no increased aggression. What I noticed was increased strength right away in the gym within the first week. Right about the 7-day mark, I noticed strength really shot up. And then I noticed I was starting to get bigger after that. But as far as mental side effects, no, I haven't noticed any of them. Which one is the best one for gaining muscle and burning fat? None of them really burn fat per se. They're all basically geared towards building muscle. That's the idea of, the products. Burning fat, and there's not many products out there that are natural that burn fat. You want to burn fat, it's diet. Now, will these things increase fat loss by increasing muscle mass? Yes. Can they help you retain muscle while you're dieting? Yes. That's how steroids are used too. They maintain your muscle while you diet or gain muscle while you diet. But that's why bodybuilders have to take stuff like clenbuterol and T3 and shit like that, because steroids don't burn fat. So technically, I thought the carnitine was an amazing fat burner. From what I'm hearing, that was pulled off the market too, unfortunately. But you can still find it on like TF supplements and some websites like that, I believe. Would you lose all your gains after you stop taking them? Now, here's a good question. Let me ask you this. Would you lose all your gains after you stop taking steroids? Yes. Would you lose all your gains if you stopped working out with weights? Yes. Would you get fatter if you stopped cardio? Yes. Would you wind up losing muscle if you reduced protein intake and didn't take? Yes. You cannot maintain anything, and that's even the natural muscle mass you have without weight training, dieting. You have to continue and keep up with it. So are you going to keep it? You'll keep as much as you possibly can if you're training and dieting right, but you're not going to keep all of it. There's nothing out there, period. Steroids, nothing can keep the gains after you stop taking stuff. Now, that goes on to also talk about being cycled. Some of these products, they say cycle them, and I just had a conversation with a person the other day that said, if they're non-toxic, why do we have to cycle them? There must be some toxicity, that's why they're telling you to cycle them. That's not true. There's receptor downgrade, which means the product no longer works after a certain amount of time when the receptor is saturated. So when you come off of it, the receptor is resensitized, you go back on it again, and it works again. So that's why some of these products, and that's not toxicity, why they tell you to cycle them. Please advise which products are the best one for anyone trying to grow lean muscle mass in the dosage too. They said, no BS, please, no BS, absolute truth, please. Like, I'm really going to bullshit you anyways. I personally feel the Epi Andro and the Super Laxo are better than the LGD and the Ostrain were. I saw results faster from them, and I tell you what, I don't feel any difference as far as, like, I don't feel like any kind of strain on my body. Like when I take oral steroids or when I took oral steroids, I felt toxicity. I felt the strain on my body. I felt like shit, like weird. It's a hard thing to explain unless you've ever taken them. I didn't feel that way on either one of those, but I saw the results faster for muscle gain on the the Super Laxo and the Epi Andro, Epi Andro's in it. There's so many products, I'm forgetting which ones it is. There's a woman actually on here that says she's been on the Super Laxo for 12 days and thinks it works. It's a great choice for women. She's doing 3 pills a day. I recommend for men, honestly, it's a product that's not a steroid, so it's not toxic. Super Laxo, 6 capsules a day. That's a dosage I'm on, 120 milligrams. and the Epiandro is 4 capsules a day, which is 400 milligrams. That's a dosage after talking to people in the industry that I do that tried this stuff. We're like, this is where you got to be threshold-wise to really see the magic of these products. Now, that leads me to another, post that somebody puts at Jerry, you fucking said Prohormones are shit. You're going back on your word. First of all, I never said Prohormones were shit. I said I don't use Prohormones, and I didn't because I was on steroids. Why the fuck would I use Prohormones if I was already on steroids? And when Prohormones came out, androstenediol, and norandrostenediol, those were the Prohormones that were out when I had literally started taking steroids. So why the fuck would I go take those? Now, over time, they've come out with these new compounds, and I no longer want to take the steroids. Now I take a clinical dose of HRT from my doctor, so now I can see effects from these things. If I was to take Prohormones before on Tran and Anadrol and all these things, I'm not going to see effects from them. But now, not being on that stuff, being on just a clinical dose, which keeps me level testosterone-wise in a normal range, I can see effects from them. So that's why I'm so big into them now, is because, holy shit, the guys in the gym that are taking steroids, no, they're not going to like this stuff. They're going to be like, this stuff sucks. It's bullshit. It doesn't work. But the guys who are, I wouldn't say natural, but they want to do something legally that's more powerful, they're going to see results from these. Now, that again, people, I figured it was like, which one is the best for this? Which one's the best for that? Here's the thing. Primobolan, some guys, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, I love Primobolan and D-ball. That was his big stack. He talked about it. Now, I tried Primobolan, legit Primobolan before. Not the best drug. I could give a fuck less. I had one friend tell me, oh, you're going to be your best look on testosterone suspension. Took suspension. It was okay. Me, it was other drugs. Everybody's going to respond to different things different ways. But some people are going to like Epiandro. Some people are going to like the Andro. Some people are going to like the Super Laxo. Some people are going to combine them all together and get a combined effect, and that's going to work. No two bodybuilders out there can, say, hey, I do this and I do this, and it's the same. They're like, yeah, we all do this and we're the same. It's different for everybody. Different dosages, different drugs, different prohormones. There is no really blueprint on what to do. You have to start somewhere. So you start with, I personally would start with the Super Laxo, which is the base one, which is non-toxic. It's more like an Anavar. And I feel like if you respond to Anavar and Primobolan well, you'll respond to this one. If you need something heavier like Sustanon, Anadrol, Tren, the Epiandro and the Andro products are probably more what you're going to want to go for. What else? Let's see. Capsules to 25. Super Laxo, can I build lean mass? Yes, that's the whole point of it, is to build lean mass. What can it be stacked with? Anything. It doesn't matter. It's like Anavar. It can be stacked with anything. Effects on liver values and overall testosterone during the usage. Now, liver values, there's no change in liver values, but the testosterone, like I said, some people, when you're taking an andro product, they're going to have decrease in natural testosterone. You're going to have a blood test to find out, because some people, even on steroids, I've known, had no shutdown almost whatsoever. They had needed no PCT, they came off a cycle and they were fine. Other ones did a CCF test for 2 or 3 weeks, deciding that they freaked out mentally and they got all wigged out about it, stopped taking, they were fucked up. And it's not mental, it's physical, so it just depends on the person. What product would I recommend for a female looking to build lean mass? So far, the Super Laxo. Because it's non-hormonal, and I've heard of women already taking it, that would be the safe bet that I would say to go with. Now, be aware, everybody is different. That does not mean you're not going to have side effects just because certain women didn't, or I haven't heard of it. It doesn't mean that doesn't happen. So be aware, when you're taking these products, you're literally taking the chance on your own, just like you would with anything else. What else? It's the same one. The Super Rayandrol, I haven't tried that one. PCT after cycle. So most of it's PCT and stuff like that. People talking about how they like the Austrian stuff, but it's no longer available. That's pretty much it as far as, are they prohormones? Super Laxo is not a prohormone. Like the Epiandro and stuff, they do convert to different things in the body. The Andros do convert. Are these products the 1-DHEA and 4-DHA? No, these are not those products. I know what you're talking about. That's not these products. Do these work in different ways as far as one helps you cut and one helps you bulk? No, they basically all help you retain muscle or build muscle. Depending on what your diet and training is, that's what's going to get that. Should they be treated mostly like anabolics in terms of you should or shouldn't use them rather than a supplement? I mean, they're not anabolics and they're not vitamins. They're like a gray area in the middle, like the gray market is what we used to call it. Is there any specific protocol? As far as I know now, I say you start with the dosage and you stay all the way through until your results stop. Then you come off the product. That's kind of how I'm doing it right now. What kind of results can a female realistically expect? I don't know, because it's so new and women are just starting to use it. She's talking about the Super Laxo. It's time will tell. We're not really sure. Despite what you advise, should I wait till at least 21 or take them at 19? Again, my personal opinion, at 19, I wouldn't fuck with this stuff. I would use something like Super Laxo and not use like an andro product, specifically because your testosterone is so high to begin with. Hey, Brady. How are you, buddy? Good boy. That you just don't need that stuff. So that's pretty much all the questions right there. I do want to put out there was something that Primeval Labs wanted me to get out here first for the BioS3 viewers to be included in this first. And this company, the reason why I'm getting involved with this company is not only do their products fucking kick ass and work, but they actually try to put more milligrams per bottle in their products. So they're actually giving you more for your money so that you save money, you buy less bottles over time. Whereas some of these companies, they don't fucking care. They're going to put this much doses so you run out faster and have to go buy more bottles. So I'm like, wait a minute, your products kick ass. You're actually trying to give back and have people save some fucking money at the same time when you don't have to. So you're sacrificing profit for yourself. And that's what you're doing. And you give all these different, you know, these giveaways and percents off and sales and stuff all the time. What the fuck? You know what I mean? You guys are doing a great service trying to do this shit, which you don't have to do. Your products are still going to sell because they're awesome. So starting, let's see, it's Monday, it's until Monday 11/30/15, which it's active now. Okay, the sale starts right now, so it's tonight. Well, midnight tonight, Wednesday, to Monday. It's 35% off all products, including the pre-orders. The code is BF35. Okay, BF35. That's the code to use. PrimevalLabs.com is the website. EpiCat Max, which is BioS3 approved, Androquad V2, both are now in stock and ready to ship. The EpiCat Max is a non-prop blend of 250 milligrams of epichechitin, I don't know how to fucking say that word, with the addition of arimistane at 25 milligrams. The one that I can't pronounce, the epichechitin or whatever the fuck it is a follistatin-releasing compound myostatin inhibitor. Okay, if you guys know anything about the follistatin, it inhibits myostatin, which that's a whole other thing, but that's basically in their product now. Improves muscular endurance, performance, and aids in muscle growth. It's a big product. But all these things are going to be on sale starting midnight tonight. So by the time you see this, they'll probably already be on sale. It's a great way to try these products, save some money, and see for yourself. But as far as, you know, these compounds, I'm going to continue to use them and promote them, especially towards people that don't want to do the illegal route and they don't want to use something that, you know, they could get in trouble for. Could they go the route and use something else like that? Yes, but if you can avoid it, a lot of people do want to avoid it. And there's so much shit out there that they don't really know. I mean, I've seen some of the names of what's in these products out there, and I'm like, I don't even fucking understand what the hell's going on. But the one thing I have known for sure between the forums and talking to people in the industry that are behind the scenes, I'm not talking about one or two people, I'm talking about many people. You know, these products work. It's just a matter of finding out what dosage for you, which ones to stack with each other, making sure you have your diet and training in check. But these are something really to kind of look at in the future as they come out with new products. These newer things are working better and better. These things are working better than the Andro back in 1995. So be aware, new things will come out, and you know, I'll try to stay as up to date as possible on them and keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on. So happy Thanksgiving, guys, and check this deal out, PrimevalLabs.com, and I will see you guys soon. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is a blog. GIFT gift, motherfucker, and we're out.